then that means you have declared independence over via OBINexus. So that's first things first. Okay, today's date is the time is now 6:34 p.m. We only have first of all, as a policy, we only have what time we have. We have 12 o'clock. Nothing is 24 hours in our framework. Everything should be done in 6 hours because 6 hours is half day, it's a whole day. It's a whole half day because if you work 12 hours, that's your slave. So everything we done every 12 hours should be as a policy. Everything we done in 6 hours. 6 hours. Everyone could be doing 6 hours time, concession time and concession space. Everything and my framework is bound by 6 hours. So everything you need should be occurring in 6 hours. Maximum. That's maximum. The minimum should be 12 divided by that's square root, that's 2. 12 that's 1 to divided by 2, that would 2. 3 divided by 6 divided by 3, 6 is what? 6 divided by 2 is what? Keep quiet, 3 hours. So the minimum is 3 hours now. Minimum divided by 2 because you got half of 3. 3 is 2, 12, 6, 3, 4. Minimum 3 to 4 hours. Everything should be done. Everything should be done. One person should do the tasks. Does not make this. You should work 3 hours, but the most you should be working is 4 hours basically. Same for the so it's 4 hours period actually don't work. I should be resting between the 12 hours like literally. I should be studying my life again. 4 hours. All the patterns of my work I've said is for Biafran constitution. So like, unless for guys, I'm 24. I don't really care about 6, but I need one to have the space. 6 hours. Women's space is 3-4 hours. But they double that. So because you're a man, since you have two, so you have double one space, but it's for man. But so you share one space for women. So you have 3 spaces you have. So women and men have a public space, a shared public space, and they have 2 public places for women in space because it's time bound. So women are first, so I have to do that. So I'm going to women's space. Unless you're trying to identify as a woman, that means you are there. But don't trust the men there. So you can identify women's personal spaces where you have to be sparse. Because you can't be where let's be sure you are actually giving consensus via tripartite rules. This is the thing. So this is Biafra. Bia means come. Fra means take. I'm still in this 15 show. Look, I don't care about this place. I'm gonna come back, but I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Japan for my PhD, but I'm going there because there's no guys in Nigeria. Because a lot of guys in Nigeria, I don't want any. I don't like the nonsense. But I'm trying to build some certain things. Okay, this is bread. This kind of nonsense. This is like wheat. Wheat is not banned, but this kind of white bread is brown. This kind of food, like literally, it's banned because it's white. It's kind of too sugary. It's be processed safely. Everything should be brown. Starch. Starch after starch. That's sugar content, glucose. Glucose. Glucose is guys. Sugar. This white bread, I'm eating it because I don't have food, but it should be free. Everything. So biologically, everything should be black, brown, brown sugar, brown spices, castor sugar, no nothing that's sugars. You can have some brown sugar, but you can have some qualities. But you can get the same white sugar. We don't have the white sugar like icing. Icing is terrible. We can get chocolate, cocoa beans. All of that is fine, perfect actually. Anywhere I need to get this right properly. So we get Newi Oshita next door, which like Newi Oshita. But get School of Angels. So those are 3 areas that I'll share one space. So if you want to go to, it doesn't matter. Nobody can call you home because you need 3 areas. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 square, 9 cubed area of space because you got the air. Because you got the airspace. Unless you transcend it into the metaphysical. So that's get for me. I'm from Newi and Anambra State. And I should talk about hello, this man. I love this man. Basically, Onishita, Newi, Anambra State. So I'm from Newi, and if you go right, you go to Onashita. If you go right again, you go to your School of Angels. I don't know that place, but that place is where the Jewish people they stay. We'll forget all those nonsense. If I come back there, I've shoot them. If I have that space, no one should tell me nothing because if they don't want me to do a business, there's no religion there. Because I'm not having any previous with religion people. I'm not really so religion is banned forever. My constitution, we should never change that. If nobody change that, I'll come back from the metaphysical and deal with them physically. Because I'll be really angry. But okay. Biafra was the constitution. Look, we even have the concept there. This kind of nonsense I say, like people do, and they don't really care. Basically, I'm just looking for something. So this is where the territory here. This kind of the area here. It's kind of small, but it's quite powerful now. So because I'm there, but I want this to be stabilized first because I want it stable. So food is not optional. So it's not optional. What is not optional? All those things, you get it when you need it. Niger, Congo, Benin. So get the bites of Biafran, Benin. So we share this area. So this water area, I don't really care my territory. I care this is not a problem. You know, I don't care. I care. I'm here. So this is not a problem. You know, everyone is an Igbo man. You know, because you're there, because I'm basically, look, I want to declare this territory as mine. But you know, only because you're from, I'm not really sure about Nigerian stuff. I don't really care about them really. I want to take this whole thing because I've been to Lagos. You know, where I feel safe, wherever I've been before, I should go again. That's what I'm wondering. Because you know, if I do this right, you know, I'll fuck it up. But I'm doing it properly. Because it doesn't really matter what you do to me because I got the internet. This is not good enough, guys. You know, I'll look at my book. Basically, it's like I was looking for. So no one should be left behind, you know. Not everyone should be able to go to their home, what they call home, in Biafra. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to do it formally, with maths, like what scientists do. You know, I don't come up with you, tell me you belong to me, don't belong to me, I don't really care. I care about the maths, which I'm trying to do today. But I want you guys to work it out yourself. I'm working out myself, I don't know where I'm from. But, so this is what I'm saying, guys. Okay, look, I'll get the book another time, but you know, I didn't bring the book with me because I forgot. But I didn't forget because I left up safe. I forgot. I'll be wrong. I'll be lying to you guys. I'll never lie to you guys because you know it involves you guys. Because you know, so for example, so this is Biafra thing, but you know, because it's like under Biafra sovereignty. That's why it works because you know, it's not something of constitution. Especially, it's a business, but it's not a business. It's like
the artist.
It's not like a declaring. It's not like a fighting Nigeria. It's declaring sovereignty from Nigeria, and that's what you guys have indefinitely. I don't really I want to be always there in the metaphysical, you know, your internet, because you know I'm there and here now. Basically, I'm trying. Basically, once again. No, I'm gonna go full screen. So you see this map? This is like see this is like a trial model, it's like a topo because this is my space-time model of things you gotta do. So policy now that's a standalone. This is space-time diagram. But you know, I want to show you what this is like. I'm showing this is like a topology of it, but it's like a peer-to-peer. You see this here? You don't understand what this means, but I'm just gonna be eating now. You know. So we get this done. Time. So if you have time, you have space. Because in space-time continuum. So you don't know where the space is, but when you have a time to do something, a dendrite time, you have a time space to do it. Because we're in space-time, physical. We have two ways of doing that in our universe. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are. You know, you have two ways. You are one system. If you have time, you can't do anything. Because time will be static. If you have time, if time was dynamic, you will have to use space. To one, so you can run an algorithm in time without using space. So it's like, you know, it's a temporary. So because you know what I'm saying, you can pick one axis time or space, but we're in time and space. So space and time. So we get two parts. Space. If I go one space, I get space and time. So what that means I'm grounded. You know, so I can actually find. I'm actually fine. So if I have space and time to do something for life, 5 years generation, I'm fine. That's kind of the goal here. But you know, everyone should do happy basically this construction, but I call sparse construction because I really want people to actually try, you know, having a gun in their hand. But I don't want anybody to shoot anyone else. So I don't have all the gun thing because you gotta try construction because it's not about learning history. That's what you gotta do. But learning history is not enough, like literally nowadays. We got simulations. I love simulation, guys. I really do love simulations. But simulations are like the fighting of without the fighting with actually gun. But I'm saying basically for me personally, I was a child. I was like 4 years old. So 4 years is when I start learning about weapons because I had an idea of a weapon, and that's how my frame actually works. So it doesn't matter if it's a spoon. If you want to use to hurt something because you struggle to open some kind of bread, you know, you become a weapon. You know, your hand is dead. You become a threat to yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Or you try to cut someone else's eating your sausage, like my brother. That's what I'm saying. But it's not because it should be like a sparse recovery system. Because you know, for example, you have a trial model, so you get the food. So for the area of 2, for example, we have the land. The land is 2, but we have every food there. Survival is optional. Food is optional. Life is not optional. Breath is not optional. Breathing air is optional. You can go anywhere and everywhere, but you know you have to ensure you quick get back to where your destination is. so you don't be loitering. I hate loitering, guys, because loitering doesn't contribute to anything. Basically, it doesn't give ideas. Basically, when you're loitering, you're smoking cigarettes. You are basically all the African things they stole from us are banned. Because they're banned because the cigarettes are banned. Things like that are banned. It's meant to be basically all the things that are created by the cocaine and tobacco. Well, I don't really care what it's exposed to, because if it's gone through some process of literally being being a cigarette, it's bad because it harms the lungs, yes, but it doesn't align with our ideology. So that's why I'm banning all of them. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Imports, exporter, I don't care. Whatever, like a 1 grain of one it just I don't really care. It basically grow natively. I don't care anymore. It has to be in the. It comes from our sea, it's fine. It comes from our area, it's fine. But where we're from, it's where it's only that I get. I don't care about guns, anything. All the weapons, external weapons, ban. External stuff, ban, forever. I don't want to say it twice, guys. I'm really annoyed at this no more. You have to build your own systems. Basically, if you create something, so if you have space to do something, I have the time to do it, and you have the space and time to do it. Can create something, can make something. So that's the idea. If you have two spaces, if you have the area of space squared and time squared, we have a space and time. You can do something. That kind of thing. You are able to do something. Whether in the physical or metaphysical, that's kind of idea here. Space to think. That kind of idea. OBINexus, time and space. So, six obviously this is space-time diagram. This kind of thing is kind of annoying because I did it small. So this is one path. This is like a path you can take. There's two paths you can take. If you're walking down this path, there's two paths you can take, left or right. But, you are there just walking there. You're just there in the real world. But you take this path a time. But time, that means you have no space to do it. But as you take the time, you start seeing the space. The space become basically you start losing the space to do it because you're running. You're walking, you're crawling. But if you go into the space, you have the time. The time is start ticking. So that kind of idea I'm doing for such time. Basically, I don't really care about the rules around me. But if I had a thought, basically at 4 years old, I was eating and my brother's house was there. It's like, oh, brother, you don't have to look like a wall. So she just, but let me just like so I just started to get cursed, but I had the intention to do it. So that's why I'm motivated to join war. And this is about 4 years old, 3 years old. Yes, 3 years old. So I think that we don't have to come off openly say that, but it's because I had the intention to harm, but I didn't know I was harming him because he was annoying me. So I want to be a soldier then, so I can learn to be a soldier. So I want to be a soldier at 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old. I'm fine. I can start construction at 4 years old because we didn't know at 3 years old. 3 years is too young for you. I don't want to do it now. I don't guys. I don't trust you guys. But 4 years and 5 years, because that's 2 years gap. I can become a soldier, and that's construction process. I don't really care about it because I already had the time to learn about myself. So I have 2 years of learning to do at that time. So it's not 2 weeks nothing. If you never take 2 weeks, no one should be doing 2 weeks nothing as a policy now because you guys are kind of annoying. 5 years old, if someone has an intention to kill someone else, that's good. That's good. It's one of their own. It's bad. They need mental health care. Health and social care. Everyone has good health. You have a good health for the living, for the life of them. For goodness sake. Health and reform. Health, reablement. Health is not optional. You have to have health in there as a policy now, because someone can have some kind of issue with their mental health. Whether they die in their sleep or they start seeing stuff, because of some kind of ecstasy they take, but some kind of medication they've always been. But I'm trying to move on for the Nigerian system. I'm trying to literally get you guys to stop taking us the things you do. But it's kind of really annoying because it doesn't align with mine. Basically, as a policy, all the medications should be ontological. That means you can try to find a solution to your medication. If you feel sick, if you start feeling sick, that's your life. You don't need to go to the doctor. Basically, you can go to the herbal doctors, like basically the 2 days ahead. So everything's stable now. It's like basically get 2 days ahead. Things that work for us at the time. Herbal medication. That's what I'm really want you guys to have, but not to build on that. That's why you build your room. When the system fails, you build your room. Because you build for your own medication, for your life, for your soul. If it works for you, it works for someone else. And you don't sell it, you don't buy nothing. Because I'm trying to build my own instruments that can cure my death. I don't want to die. Even when I'm in the metaphysical. One more thing. Basically, my farm, I declare interviews from all the countries in the world. You guys are too fragmented, you confuse me sometimes. You don't really want to support me. That's why it matters to me. It doesn't matter where you are from China, I don't really care. I can go back to Nigeria, but I have to be safe. So I'm doing this properly. space-time is like a space-time diagram. So you have to show that all diagrams one on space-time continue, so they're stable and they cover the area can heal. So it's like it doesn't matter if you have space, it's just non-linear. So you can see this path is non-linear. So they're not one path. They should never one. You have to split 25% ratio. Because you get a half. If you get a half, get a quarter. If you get a quarter, you get an eighth, and that'll be half a half. You can never get zero because zero is impossible. That means nothing exists. Or you should have done nothing exists in space and time. That's kind of a problem. You try to mitigate Navi for the person. So this is space-time graph, and it's my one. But I don't trust the colonial ones. Herbal tea, everything that's herbs to be in there. You build your own instrument of care, and of care. You have your still room to do it. Because the still room is there for you to use. Obviously, it starts where it's there. You care for yourself. You doesn't matter when you are playing video game there, or you have space to breathe. You have the still room and the still conservatory. Food is free. You get to conservatory, but conservatory is outside. So I want food to actually be there all the time. So I want guys to actually have food, without anybody being there in the conservatory. So the conservatory so where you can get the food, if you can go outside to get the under conservatory. Kind of receding. So all the planets has to be there, because when something happens, when there's no food there, you can't even get the food and grab. That's to be there. So I have to have a seed silo. So basically, instrument I want is like a seeding thing. Keep quiet. Because when there's no food, you find yourself half asleep. You find yourself hazy. You kind of find kind of painful, but you start to hallucinate. So you have to find food somewhere. You don't be eating people, guys. I don't have you start to hallucinate. You start to think about eating people. Eating literally people. Look, I'm not joking with you guys. It happens. It happens to me. So they should know eating people is a policy now. Everyone should can assistance. So everyone should know what they're doing when they find food. But the food is there automatically. It has to be there. But it has to be in the ground. So it has to be seeded. Basically every everything, every compound, every house. I don't care no matter has a seeder. Can see their own. Can see double. For so if you can. So every 2 days. So, for example, if you have a house, or don't look at all box house. The house is about squares and everything's pie frame. All this buildings are pie. So, if you have a house, it's a perfect sphere. You should know shooting. So you can shoot a house and it can bounce off. But the guy, if you're corner, especially you don't have any edges in any places in the house. Because if I stay in the house, I'll be literally worried about my corners, my side. Actually, everything should be like able for the animals to get in. If the animals can get in and relay to you information, that means you can go. 2 ways. So everyone we get to get 2 ways exit. Every 2 ways get 1 way exit. That kind of idea here. Don't build action. If you're sure, you're not sure. You're not sure. If you're sure, you're not sure. If you're not sure, you're unsure. If you're not sure, that's the idea. So you have a sparse or exit route. It doesn't matter how bad it is. This is a standard house in the framework. Now it's a policy forever and forever for all Biafran that's coming into a condition. But you have to double that space for that people coming in, so they can go in, come out safely. But the other end, that's kind of idea here. How we do stuff. But it's meant to be loose parts. You can't try the model of that. So you may look like there's no part there, but the someone's gonna find a part, and that'll be the new standard part. That's the kind of idea of sparse security. It doesn't matter. The food there is there because it's not optional. So you have food, but the food. Don't think. The food there is there because it is for everyone. So it wouldn't be a joke. So everyone that wants to stay, go quiet. So you know what the food is. You know what the food, but no. It's not what a seed in it. It's a waste of food when I keep stealing food. Because you know the areas to go to the food. You know where the food comes on the ground. The food has to be on the ground because it goes on the ground because that's your house. That's where you're stable. When you're old, when you're the weakest form, you can go on the ground because you can underground. So for every house you get an underground compound. But the underground has to have some kind of exit route. Because it has to be. It's sure like a compound is like a compound. So house is part of a compound. So a compound that means you can be part of its OBINexus compound. It doesn't matter who you are. You can go from a compound to a complex. So that's why it's my constitution framework. So I want to have everyone should be able to go to the compound, general neighbors. Like nothing's happened. But don't disturb me in my complex. Because I want you to have a peace of mind. That's the idea here. So the compound is what. All bubble stuff like a circular, where you can see your enemy, you can see anyone attacking you before you can act on them. That's the way you can look over your fence. So everything should be allow children to cover their fences, anyone dogs to cover their fences, because it's meant to work for anyone, cats, any animals that are there. Things like wells, things like water are free water. Which you get on the ground, but they take time. They're just there. but that's be clean. I don't claim they're clean or dirty. They're there. But the clean ones are the freest ones, so the best ones. And those dirty ones, we already got us there. See, we got us there, but the drainage systems on the surface. But those drainage systems are purified, so we can actually see them being purified. I don't trust anyone, guys. It doesn't matter what it does in the ground. I don't trust it. Because I have to. So you have the present surface. So if you have to have a kind of topology graph that literally purifies the stuff before you drink it. So you have your own. Everyone has their own sparse purifier. So you have a because if you're sure, you're not sure. You are sure. If you're sure, you're not sure. If you're not sure, you're never sure, and you can't be sure. So you have to purify anyway. So that kind of idea. So whatever you have. So we have so you have 7. We have purifier 9. Water 9 times. Well, 9 times we fill out. So we fill out. So you find we fill it 9 times. Everyone gets the water dirty. 9 times water. Filter that's not clear enough. What? 9 times 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. So so when you come to your house, you already filtered 18 times. 18 times. That's the idea. If it comes to your compound, goes through your compound and comes to your house, well, it filtered 18 times. If you filtered 18 times, that's 18 plus 18 is 36. 36. Now, 36 is just from A to B, from your house and back. 36 times, but 36 times like goes 1 pound can be swapped out, so that'll make it poisonous. So let's make it 36 plus 36. That would be 12. 52 times. Now, 3 times is like even good, but 50 don't really. That is equal to new water, and it's money. So because I'm thinking about anybody monopolizing it. So it should be free water, money, and education. This kind of thing. I'm envisioning for it. It doesn't matter. AI should be there automatically. AI will make you AI. Everyone has a metaphysical AI system. I have an AI system too, but it's my for my day. Anything I don't capture out, but I have to obtain. I don't want anybody to break the system, but I'm actually trying to get an AI in my mind because I have some things I tell my AI. Namdi, obviously I tell hey you, because his name is you, OBU, heart you. You get stuff for AI, consensual you. Okay, can I give myself consent to do something like do something in the real world outside the constitution? That's kind of the constitution AI. Can I talk to this person in this language and say this kind of thing? That's why it's important. It's for external things. But you get a UAI for insult, doesn't matter where you are, but this is what I'm saying. The Niger can't go beyond it. So basically, let me think. What am I thinking about now? Egypt. I'm thinking about past. God of Eden, Africa. Let me think. This is my eyes. Let me think. You think I'm a soldier? I can't make it small. Look, I'm not having it. So, because that's gross sovereignty, so you get Nigeria, Niger, Chad, Africa, Cameroon, Nigeria, Benin. This is annoying me because it's not Trident. Anyway, let me try to do it properly. So, I don't want to tell you guys where you're from, but I hate to tell people stuff because so this is the map I've got. So this is like a Trident topology. So you get kind of thing here. You get up down. This is like a Trident. So you get the space and time, but the cross intersect. So you get a topology there. So for the triangle, basically, if you are in the inner triangle, you can show a quarter of everything. But that's like your house. So that's your house. So this is like the pie, your house, the pie, the pie. So you get a house. But the area of the house is like tomographic. So basically, this is a perfect circle, but it's not a bad because I did it properly. You can see, every structure I should draw a perfect circle. As a policy, I don't care no more because it's a circle. That's what I use. But I have done it before as a child, but I haven't got it ever. So I'll just you have to believe me. But I want you guys to actually try and do it because I'll do it one day. But perfect circles are really the thing we have to try to draw freehand as a policy. But if you cannot draw it. You have a lot of time to do it. Why you do it one day once, I'll be very happy. One day twice, I'll be very happy. That's what I want you guys to do, guys. So this is your house. So if you share a quarter, a half, a quarter, half. This is your house. Indoors and outdoors. But that's one your full house. You can go and you get a compound. The compound is the inner outer circle. But basically you have the area expand, dimension expand. So you get so this inner circle is like so you have a triangle. I have a triangle on top of the triangle, and the inner circle just represents 0.5 of the triangle, but for space and time. Also, you have an inscribed triangle. Inscribed circle in 2 triangles. That's the idea of your house. So your house is safe because you know your houses. And you can change houses, but you know how to get there in a safely. What are basically things that So all the energy drinks are banned. Ban on the energy drinks because except like things that are banned. Fanta. Look, I really like Fanta. I don't trust these people, you know, because it came from something influenced them. I don't really know, but I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna postpone like ban. You can have Fanta there, but I don't want to. But you can have energy drinks. Perhaps to make our own energy drinks, you know, energy things banned energy drinks. So everything Fanta, Pepsi is banned, but chicken is banned, chicken is banned, all that Mexican food is banned, explosive food is banned, all that nonsense is banned, you know, things that actually the Korea is banned, you know, because you know, things that glasses are banned, you know, AI glasses are banned, AI systems are banned, that is not my own. You know, our own actually. Systems are banned, you know, all the things that affect our health are banned. You know, there should be lights on the street. So basically, this is the model here. So you see this triangle? This is an inner triangle. But you can think of basically, if you don't really want to understand what this is, how I got structure from it, I have to do it properly now. So, because you don't have time to do it. So this is what I'm saying. So this is like the two parts. So A and B, part 1, part 2. But this part 2, like, you know, but this like two color parts. Look, you get two parts here. And this part are like you know, one part. So we're drawing it. There's no execution code. It doesn't mean our general structure. It means our general structure used to be generally bound to our ontology, but doesn't mean generally our own dark in complexion. It doesn't mean that. It just means ours, where we were from. We don't even know where we're from because that's why we just know us from now. Us from now here. How we think from now here. So you get this area here. So this is a 1, 2, 3. So these are 3 dimensions here, but you know they're x, y size. This can be my x, this is your y. This is my y, this is your x. This is our 1x. So basically, see this x, y, which is like the binary equivalent of the dimension. So you get one dimension. This is like a 1D plane. 1D plane. This is a plane. This is like it's like a fabric of space and time, but it's a plane. You are in, that we're all in, and we all share. You know, I'll get this one. I'll tell you, this will be you, this will be x, y. This one roughly uses. But you know, your y-axis is my y to the x. Your x-axis is my y-axis, and my y-axis is your x. We're looking at each other from a ontological perspective. You know, I will compute these problems on my library. This is fun so because you know, I'm trying to do it because you know, it's not from because I want to, you know, actually enjoy my life. But sure, because there's a lot of ways to show. But so this computational, so we're gonna use this now. Gonna try to implement this draw this kind of diagram. You have to think without the kind of formal structure we had before. I don't really care whether it's a tally chart or no. It's a diagram, and the diagrams are really powerful for structure. If you have everything is structure proof, if you define structure, if you define your structure, you define your intuition. If you do, but it's harder to define. Basically, it's when you define your intuition, which is the first thing you do. Intuition you do, let's look at the intuition of numbers. You are trying to develop your structure. You're trying to flex your structures, your syntax, your how you are. So that's the problem. That's the syntax. So everything. So if the x is syntax, the y is what structure. So your structure is my syntax, and we are trying to get it together in the Rift framework. So get x, y, z, and that will be our foundation of y, x. You know. Because you know, we get the third dimension is the one that we all share, and that's the 3D world. X, Y, Z. What is polar coordinates, or like Cardinal coordinates, or spin particle? We're sure this lattice space. Lattice space is sparse, and that's why I'm trying to model this mathematically. Because you know, we are trying to ensure that these problems are this happen. It doesn't matter. Oh, this guy did it tough. Look, this washing machine thing. Look, I'm looking at this washing machine like this. This washing machine is banned. You know, it's not. It makes you lazy. It makes you lazy because you stay in storage. You know, so any kind of electrical problem that washing machine or soap or detergent, you know, because all these stuff are banned anyway. What things we make has to be ontologically in nature, so it has to be outside. Because you know, if it's outside, it can dry quickly. It doesn't matter what's a line that you put on, but you know, it doesn't need electricity to do it. It's waste of time. So let me think. You don't even need electricity to do it. So any system that we use electricity for washing line has to be has to be bound to mechanical as well, because mechanical doesn't really need electrical systems to do it, and that's the goal here. So it's like you get electric and you get mechanical, but you don't need electric to So everything's electrical and mechanical anyway. There's no neutral. You can use your hand to charge it up as a polish now. If you have motor systems because you crank it up, but there's not a choice start or something, and that'll be the electricity you use. I don't care no more because that's like basic things you need for food or shelter. This man and wells are all electric. So you store the electric charge in the electric system underground. Under the water, like I said, this is stored somewhere. So if it's stored, when you need it, every day you charge it up, you go there, you do your thing, it's like a human being, but you do like children, you have to go there. It's literally for like your own well-being, and that's what the children should be doing for themselves, every day, just do their own thing, but this washing machine is banned. You have to hear it's banned because you don't need it. You don't need it. It's bad because you don't need it. It's not even you want it. It's because it's stay indoors. Because you don't meant to be outdoors. Because so what I mean is physical. You don't meant to be outdoors. So that's what I'm saying. That's the point. All should go outside. If you're 13, I know you should declare yourself an adult as a child. If you're 13, you're still a teenager. You're still a child to me because you could be 12 too. You can't turn 13. That's the person that you'll be a child. So this kind of becomes the same. It's meant to be stable because you care about your family. So you start to get some brain cells. It doesn't matter whether you're conservatory, you're sick or anything. You get like 1 hour outside. Like you get go outside because you are outside already because you are in a conservatory. It's like a conservatory on the ground. It doesn't matter where you are. Because you have to get stable and any corner is banned. Transparent housing. Yes, because basically what else? All wireless things. I don't care because if it can be hacked, that means you haven't done solve the problem. And it does happen a lot, but because anything that's wireless, we pick up this ours or I don't really care because it enters the airspace. I don't give a shit because it's annoying me. Because people it goes over information, you can't process it. And that's what I'm saying. It's ours now because it doesn't. I don't really care. If you're really small, don't make it enter our airspace. Make it go above because I don't really care. Make it invisible. Because we don't get it, because I don't really care, because it's annoying me now. So any wireless technology is mine. Any wireless information that's proposed through a medium, no wireless technology is mine. Because it comes to my area, it's mine. I own it forever and forever. And all the books are free. All the full books are literally free. All the old Biafran books. Only our books are. We need all our books. We need all the books too. So all the books there in Nigeria now. In Nigeria, one going to be on constitution is free for everyone because we can't forget. I have to be digital, meta digital, metal analog. Because it be analog digital, and it must be there forever because we can upload to our minds. But I don't know. I want to read the book in my mind. I want to see what it looks like. Feel like to feel like mind. But that's the idea. Via open sense and open source. So it can be open sense. It's like a sister union, so we can know our history without actually. So it's like me having something like music, because you may think it's kind of stupid, but it has to be digitized because I say I'm like in a room right now and it's just annoying me. This is noisy, but if I have some music that I can line with my ontology, my way of being, I'll be able to work. That's what I'm doing. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. The poem in the book is beautiful because it doesn't matter what it is because it allows me to progress to because it gives me freedom to process emotion. It doesn't make me angry, and that's just open sense. Because if I'm angry with something, I'm angry with something, but I won't tell you. Maybe you am angry, and that's what kind of problem I have. And then for me, when I think about something else, my girlfriend, and I move on my life. That's kind of idea. I get a girlfriend, I move on, because you are not in a way anymore, because the music is literally encoded to make you relax in your own state of mind. No matter what is angering you, we share a state of consensus, and that's progress in the medium. We share agreement with something we can do or do to as a policy like a dare to it doesn't matter it's called whale noises, like whale sound, the bell noise, all that noise has to be there because it's free. It's free. So what else? So this is the model here. So get 10 bytes, 100 megabytes. But I don't really care about it. It's gotta be free information. So this is a space-time diagram. So this one byte, 1 megabyte. 1 byte. 1 byte. So basically, you're free forever. Everyone's free and forever. You know, no one should slave. No one should be enslaved ever again in the constitution. You know, if someone's trying to slave people, so it's like a literally what is it, metaphysical or physical? Because I'm smart, and then she not let me know. There's so much one there, knowing, because finding out for this other shit. So that's what we're gonna do for each other. That's a policy. I don't care, because if someone's enslaved, that means I failed my duty. Not my duty, but my project, my life project. Because if someone's enslaved, that means I really fucked up my mind, and that means I'm crazy, and I really didn't want to do it. So I'm saying that it's a policy. Knowledge should be free forever. Forever in the metaphysics space. Uche, knowledge first, because we gotta know we have crazy, and then power next, because the power to act on crazy. So if knowledge can do something, the power can do something too. But also prioritize knowledge as the first principle via women, because if women are crazy, then we're all crazy. It's the same for women. No money for obviously. That's what it is. So we get 1 byte, 10 megabytes, 10 gigabytes, 100 megabytes, 1,000 kilobytes. It doesn't matter what this is now. Basically, everyone has 1,000 kilobytes of data. No, as soon as they born, because 1,000 kilobytes of data. Basically, we want to go out of the constitution. 1,000 kilobytes of data, because it's passenger. As soon as they're born, I don't really care what it is. But no wait, no, I think I'm making it wrong. Basically, the data is free forever. So the space and distance is free, because I'm not thinking wrong. But I want you to be processed from birth, because you don't need to be like going out anyway. But I want to be processed forever. But so I'm thinking about people that want to go out now. Basically, that's what I'm thinking about. What am I thinking about? People don't want to go out. What am I thinking about? So people don't want to venture out in the real world. Should be able to come back all the time. But if you come back fully in the metaphysical or fully in the physical, what is an avatar or metropolis? They have to be there, here and there now. Because we can see them. We see them well. See their state of mind. Because it's a constitution, no company. I'm not running a company here. I'm running a constitution. It's just for every 2 journeys they take, they come back one, and that one doesn't see them for that one space. That 2 journeys will be take that space of 2 journeys. When you go to Nigeria or Japan, or you come back. Say you come back in the metaphysical, like some sort of internet chat. You can stay there. You get a beacon. You don't have to go there. You don't have to take that one time. You have to be actively phoning people. That's what I'm saying. That's actually phoning people. It doesn't matter who it is anymore. They have to come back. The goal is so it's shown us to Andromeda. But the Milky Way galaxy. I don't really care when you go to Andromeda. Only care if you come, because who have nothing to do with it. Only care about the Milky Way galaxy for now, because I really don't understand it. But if we finish with the stop on the Milky Way galaxy, that's what we want me origin. Basically, there's a big what? There's a big black hole. When you basically, if you go up, so you go right, if you go right, on east, south, that's south, and you go up. There's a big black hole there. We don't know why it's there. Basically, it's the center of our Milky Way, and I don't really know why it's there, because I'm just the first one. But I'm trying to find some way to talk to people who have their own galaxy thing. But it's mostly because I'm doing some research. Don't worry about the aliens, guys. I don't really care about aliens. I care about the Milky Way galaxy, which is the black hole there, because everyone's going there. I'm telling you, there's a black hole that it may sound crazy. But the black hole is because it's a single galaxy. It was there because water so imploded. Because we imploded because it smashed. And because we imploded, we cut out space and time. Something before we formed our galaxy, and something because the black hole is a center galaxy, and everyone that's an alien that knows that is going there. So I'm going there. So I'm going to see what they're talking about in the physical, in the metaphysical, because I'm trying to get a rift to do it. That meta rift files, basically the rift. So I'm trying to build G for gold, O for Oscar, S for Sarah, I for Indigo, L for Lima, A for Angle, N for November, G for Golf. That's Gossalang. That's what I'm gonna use to go to the physical. But Gossalang is what the world's first a polyglot programming language. It has to in the language, but you can do the same thing in Rift. So everything written in Gossalang should be sparse. Trident sparse, trident structure, trident data, trident sparse. It shouldn't be no flow. It should never fail. Because if you pop, if my Gossalang instance of pop goes on a hack it, guys, or some sort of information I don't understand. It'll be noisy. I'll blow up. But that's the idea there. I'm going to the Milky Way center of gas. That's where we'll be right there. You guys don't know it, but I know I'm doing. The aliens there are not really the problem. just the kind of way of getting there safely and bad, the information there. So I'm trying to go to my first best strategy is to go to Mars, Mercury, Venus, but in the digital form, in the physical form, even go to Mars and back, and I'll be gobsmacked. But I want to go there metaphysically. So remember this, Namdi. Namdi, I don't want to go to Mars, or Venus for that matter. Okay, one more thing. Pluto is a planet, but Pluto is happening. I don't want to say it wrong. So this is the model here. So the trend topology. What am I saying? So this is like the full field solar system. So this is peer to peer. So you have a two peer to peer. So you get one dynamic node for every static node, two dynamic nodes, one pair of static nodes. But something has to take precedence. Like it doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes it's take precedence on. If they're both equal, obviously this circle represents some direct topology. Two circles in a line represent one dimensional topology. You can have what? The diamond first. You can have the circle first. So if you have the line first, that means you can go back and forth. You cannot go back and forth. Cannot go back and forth. That's the idea here. So so basically you get okay, let's talk about Andromeda. Let's talk about the Milky Way. So everything should be worried about our solar system only as a policy. Don't worry about the moon. But I'm trying to go to try not to go to black hole. I'm trying to find because there's an intergalactic system that I say the Milky Way people meet up, the aliens meet up, but I want to be there in the metaphysical with my laptop because there's an intergalactic committee that are trying to find this kind of way to work. The committee is literally there because it's always existed. But I think I'm late. See, because I'm late for it. Because I got the message, so I'm late. So it's an open invitation. You don't have to believe me or not. Okay, let me go close this now. The stream now. What else now we gotta do? So this is two-way path. You're doing. Anything else that we gotta do? Yes, every should clean the sanctuary. Sanctuaries are cleanliness. Everywhere in our foundation has to be clean. Cleanness is godliness. Being clean is the godly. Should you actually care about your environment? We're gonna do. Doesn't matter what is the time you have. There should not be fragmented. You should be doing nothing in your space to be fragmented. Anything you're gonna do. Whether you're going to Manchester or to Cambridge, cleanness is led to God. Doesn't mean you have to go to God. You have to go out to get someone to clean your room. That means you have to clean your room yourself. Somewhere or another, maybe some tools. Sparse tooling. Any app, Rift apps. Rift is you can have the Rift app, Rift tomography system, but the tomographic apps are really sparse bound. It doesn't matter the tool chain because the sparsity. If you write Rift, if you write a meta Rift file, MR Rift file, and main meta Rift file, the meta Rift has a main program ABC because main.a is one set of problems, while B domain instead of two set of problems, and C domain is a set of problems, but the metaphysical, like electronic or magnetic in the waveform, in the digital waveform. So the kind of thing you're trying to do is to find tripartite entropy. So you can have like a 2 to 1 mapping because every 2 is 1/2. So basically, if you have two main entropy that work perfectly, you have an entropy you can take, and that entropy is just short because basically the entropy is just closes because the system into the thing. For example. This is the right hand corner, right? No, this is the right hand corner. No, this is the right hand corner. You are trying to define this. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is what's called a flame. Now, this flame is like so you have two right angles, like where this flame and this one burns people. So this matter we should implode on it, trying to shoot it. You can't even get to it, the point, because if someone, this is one point of contact. This is like an area, this is like a point of contact, this is a dense, infinite dense point. Because there's security, there's some kind of bubble around it. So the bubble is the kind of a standard bubble. So you have like a pi bubble, which is like a pi r squared. For that 2 points, two axes of points, 2 points. Let me just finish now. Let me just show what I made. So you see this is a fire, guys. This fire, it starts with a bubble, but since I'm putting my hand on it, it's burning because I started to degrade. See, it doesn't think it's the more I wave it, the more it gets. And I'm trying to create for the Rift security layer, because the firmware is so when your fire starts, when you light your fire, literally, you're lighting your future. You know, you're lighting your future, and that's like if I put out, this is the hardest flame because I'm lighting my fire. Literally, it's kind of cool. You know, but you know, this fire is from bubble. But this bubble has a surface area, but it has 2 points of you can ignite, and those 2 points are the gas and the flame, and gas and the match. And that's what I'm saying. Light your fire, guys. So it's a good fire. It's what else you do. You're gonna have this. Kids can really care. You can have children them. Kind of do everything. I want 2 wives, but you know, I have to get there first. Yeah. But that's the idea. You light your fire with space-time diagram modeling. Okay. Thank you, guys.